right, ladies and gentlemen, another big jhatka, because Arvind Kejriwal has been granted regular bail by the Rouse Avenue Court almost 91 days after being arrested by the ED in the Liquorgate scam case. He is set to walk out of jail tomorrow. On expected lines, the Aam Aadmi Party is in celebration mode. There are fireworks and dhols outside the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters in the national capital. The Delhi chief ministers, lieutenants are ecstatic. They are loudly roaring Satyamev Jayate, while the BJP is calling this a normal judicial procedure. The Enforcement Directorate, which made a slew of serious corruption charges against Arvind Kejriwal and vehemently tried to oppose his bail, seems to have been handed a setback in court. Let's go straight across to our reporters joining me on this broadcast. Priyank Tripathi and Bhavatosh join me. Priyank, you are at Arvind Kejriwal's residence. Expectations of him coming out tonight, any possibility, or will it take some time for the order to reach the jail authorities from the court?
Navika, we are standing outside the residence of Arvind Kejriwal, and as you could hear, that celebration sound can be heard from a long distance, and these are the party supporters who have been dancing. But certainly it will be some more time wait for them to see Arvind Kejriwal, because the bail bond formalities are yet to be completed from the lower court. The order copy is yet to come out. Once the order copy comes out, the legal counsel of Arvind Kejriwal will approach the lower court, and from there they will secure the bail bond formalities, and later to that Arvind Kejriwal can only come out. But what we are also getting to know, that there is a possibility that once the order copy will come out, the enforcement directorate can also contest it before the High Court.
Well, let me go across to Bhavtosh. Bhavtosh, setback for the Enforcement Directorate. What are they saying? Where has their case not been able to convince the judge in this particular case who's granted bail to Arvind Kejriwal?
Navika, I'm very contrasting visual. If there is celebration outside Kejriwal's residence, complete stoic silence here at ED headquarters, but most of the senior officials of the rank of Joint Director and above are inside in a huddle inside the ED headquarters. They are in fact planning how and when to challenge this order that has been given by the judge. Remember, this is a judge who is a vacation court. The regular judge is in fact on leave. ED is expected to challenge first thing tomorrow morning. Again, the Delhi High Court is also on vacation, so one has to see what happens next in the case. When this order was given, most of the legal counsels, including the Additional Solicitor General as well as the entire ED team, was connected through video conferencing. They wanted to put this order on hold for 48 hours. As far as ED is concerned, they have said that they have done their work. They have filed a charge sheet in this case, not only against Arvind Kejriwal, but also against Aam Aadmi Party, making it for the first time a political party as in accused in the money laundering case, but cognizance of that charge sheet has not yet been taken. Importantly, the Supreme Court has also reserved its order on Arvind Kejriwal's plea that has challenged the arrest. He has termed
so
his
will
arrest
they challenge it again in court? Well, it goes back in the legal, roundabouts that will happen. Thank you very much, Bhavtosh and Priyank, and keep your eyes on those celebrations. Who knows? They might just get lucky and Arvind Kejriwal may walk out tonight. But going straight across to the debate, Shehzad, Tushar, Tehseen continue to be with us. Ravi Srivastav, political analyst and AAP supporter, been with the AAP, mentor, whatever you call him, is also joining the debate. Ravi Srivastav ji, Mubarak ho. Arvind Kejriwal ji is out, so why are you not dancing tonight? But the BJP says this is not acquittal, this is just bail. Are you celebrating it too early?
शुक्रिया नाविका, मेरी उम्र अब डांस करने की तो नहीं रही है, मगर खुश मैं जरूर हूँ. It's a very heartening news. Although the lot of damage has been done because Arvind Kejriwal was inside the jail. But I have not said that he has been totally acquitted. The trial will take place. The only bail has been granted, but it will definitely boost the morale of Aam Aadmi Party workers, ground workers. After a a defeat in Delhi by losing 4 seats and then losing some seats in Punjab as well. So I think it's very heartening, and Arvind Kejriwal will come with this full vigor now outside. And another thing which I want to say, it's a big boost for the India bloc also, because the India bloc, I would definitely pray that the similar bail is granted to Mr. Hemant Soren also, who is also languishing in jail for a fabricated case.
At least optimism has returned and democracy is still alive, Ravi Srivastava ji. But does this increase the headaches of the BJP, Shehzad Poonawalla? Because look at the statements coming from the opposition leaders. Truth has triumphed, says Uddhav Thackeray. Democracy exists, says Sharad Pawar. Trinamool Congress says, welcome back, Kejriwal. Democracy is still strong. Is this another setback? एक तो NEET headache and now Kejriwal headache mounting for the BJP?
सबसे पहले तो अगर फायरवर्क्स और ढोल नगाड़े एक रूटीन बाय द वे ऑफ प्रोसीजर बेल ऑर्डर पर कुछ लोग सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं, तो क्या वो अपने ही तर्कों के आधार पर ये साबित कर रहे हैं कि मनीष सिसोदिया जिसे बेल नहीं मिल रही वो दोषी है? अगर बेल मिलना दोष मुक्त होना है तो बेल न मिलना क्या हुआ? और जमानत को राहत देखने वाले वही लोग हैं जो अपनी शराफत पहले ही छोड़ा है। भाई लालू प्रसाद 4-5 बार कन्विक्टेड है, तब भी उनको बेल मिलती तो ये नाचते हैं, अब भी नाच रहे हैं। लालू कन्विक्टेड है, ये कन्विक्ट होंगे जब उनका समय आएगा तब। पर मूल सवाल क्या है? मैं तो आज खुश हूं नाविका, मैं दुखी क्यों होऊंगा? नाविका देखिए कितनी चौड़ी स्माइल है, पता है क्यों? पूछो क्यों? क्योंकि मैं आपके साथ रहता हूं उसी साउथ दिल्ली के इलाके में जहां पानी आ नहीं रहा है। तो अभी अरविंद केजरीवाल से हम बाल्टी लेकर या पतीला लेकर या मटकी लेकर, आजकल कांग्रेस वाले मटकी लेकर बैठे हैं, तो मुझे लगता है इंडिया अलायंस के बारे में आप शुभ चिंताएं कर रहे थे रवि श्रीवास्तव जी, वो तो पहले ही तलाक हो चुका है उनका। आप भी आइए, दिल्ली आएंगे तो मटकी लेकर हम भी अब केजरीवाल जी के पास जाएंगे कि पानी का वादा तो पूरा करो केजरीवाल। 10 साल केजरीवाल
पानी नहीं है, ढोल बज रहे होंगे सिविल लाइंस में, वेयर मिस्टर अरविंद केजरीवाल द चीफ मिनिस्टर्स शीश महल इज प्रेजेंट। सच में residential colonies in Delhi don't have water.
I think for that, it's better to have the Congress government, and I'm not a supporter of AAP, but what happened to Arvind Kejriwal, I want to make this extremely clear, is terrible. I think all these IPS and IRS officers in ED should understand one thing, that they owe their allegiance to the Constitution of India. It's a steel frame of India. Don't run to the commands of the union government. It's not good. And I have one request to you, please, I hope I'm not interrupted. Whoever the new LOP, particularly I hope it's Rahul Gandhi, but whoever is the LOP, must summon the ED director. And I'm saying this very publicly, must summon him and ask him that, good, if you find corruption against opposition, you take action. Why don't you have the same parameters for the government? I hope the ED director today is watching, because ED is still being run by who everybody knows. I hope he's watching and he realizes he's letting down Sardar Patel, who said this is a steel frame of India, not letting anyone down. Don't listen to two people.
Just 2 points. First of all, it is the court who keeps somebody in jail or court who gives bail. 1 second, don't interrupt.
In ED, you know the process is the punishment.
Don't interrupt.
No, I'm not interrupting you, but don't misguide.
1 second, 1 second.
In ED,
1 second, if the law, you are interrupting now. By saying you're not interrupting, you're interrupting.
Yeah, but you can't put it on the court. The court has to go to the law.
Navika. If the law is such, then why summon the ED director? Bichara, wo to law follow kar raha hai na.
Because
1 second, now don't interrupt every statement. And thirdly, 2 years ago on this very channel, in this very studio, you said Arvind Kejriwal, India against corruption is corrupt. Today you've changed your stand. People of India can see, झाड़ू से दारू तक, स्वराज से शराब तक, अन्ना से लालू तक कौन आया है। स्वाति मालीवाल के विषय पर बोल नहीं सकते, अब केजरीवाल जी से वो भी पूछेंगे। पानी और स्वाति मालीवाल दोनों सवाल पूछेंगे।
I would like to respond to
that.
No,
1 minute. Arvind Kejriwal may be coming out. You can go after the ED director. These are officials doing the work of investigation.
No,
okay?
They are following the orders of 2 people in the government, and the ED director must remember his loyalty to the Constitution, not to the government of India.
Just like Naveen Chawla remembered his loyalties.
By the parliament,
Naveen Chawla remembered his loyalties. MS Gill remembered his loyalties. The CBI director who was called Cage Parrot remembered his loyalties.
They were bad. This is allowed now.
This is not allowed. This is the difference between
you're putting people in jail.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. To just talk about officials in the enforcement directorate who are not here and who, by their service rules, cannot defend themselves.
Exactly.
You're not going to earn any brownie points. Every case goes 1 minute. Every case goes to a court, has to be argued in a court, and jail or bail is decided by the court. If the evidence is strong, there will be jail, otherwise there will be bail. Tushar Gupta, how do you see this development? Number one, is it victory for Kejriwal as the opposition is seeing it? Is it reiteration that democracy survives in this country? And number three, I want to ask you plain and simple. Politics, what kind of a turn has it taken? Is it once again advantage opposition and disadvantage BJP or NDA? How do you see it?
Good evening, Navika. I don't think there is any disadvantage to the NDA. I'll answer the third question first. Arvind Kejriwal got an exception and exemption from the courts for 21 days to campaign in the Lok Sabha elections. Went door to door saying, "आप मुझे वोट देंगे तो ये मुझे जेल नहीं भेजेंगे." 21 दिन कैंपेन किया, दिल्ली की जनता ने 0 सीटें दी. 0. An absolute duck he scored in Delhi. So I think we very well know where the opposition has an advantage or doesn't have. Tehseen says that the ED officers should show their loyalty to the constitution. Congress was the party that filed the complaint in the liquor policy scam. Has Tehseen forgotten it? And Tehseen should know that if you want to talk about Sardar Patel ji, the people who say that India is a union of states on foreign lands are the one who show a disservice to Sardar Patel, not the ED officers. And talking about the opposition, what India alliance? In Punjab, they fought separately. Aam Aadmi Party was on the back foot. In Delhi, they fought together. Aam Aadmi Party ended up with 0 seats. Navika, if anything, Arvind Kejriwal's release and his theatrics and his rhetorics will only take attention away from the Congress. It won't do anything else. For the NDA, this is an advantage. But yes, it's quite the surprise that the Aam Aadmi Party MLAs are celebrating outside the Sheesh Mahal. Because once Arvind Kejriwal comes out, he has a lot to answer. He needs to answer where is that water that he was once sending to Latur. He was
absolutely, and the issue of Swati Maliwal, well, that was an assault that happened on his premises in the Sheesh Mahal. That's a question that will still need to be asked. But for now, relief for Arvind Kejriwal. He was out on bail for 21 days, went back on the 2nd of June, and is back on the 20th of June in flat 17 and a half days. Well, let's wait and watch how politics takes off from now on. Thank you very much to all my panelists, and thank you viewers for joining me on the News Hour tonight. As always, I'll be back. We'll see you on the News Hour, because if it's an issue that concerns you, it's always on the News Hour. We get you the answer, and we will continue to do so. Thank you very much. Good night.